Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and this is a quick one with some more of Dina's new release. So I'm working in the large craft journal and I have added a thin layer of clear gesso to this page, and I'm going in with some of the black gloss spray. It's so lovely to work with. I did do that little tip that Megan shared on her, was it YouTube channel, I think, or Instagram, I can't remember, where you just dip the nozzle of your gloss spray into some clean water, make sure it's wet, and then pop the lid back on, and we shall see whether it works. This is the lattice stencil, and I'm going in with some mineral paint here using my blending tool, using this as a bit of a contrast against the black. So I'm just going to create quite a simple background, just using the gloss spray and a couple of stencils, and then I'm going to be using a couple of Dina's stamp sets as well for my focal points on my page. So I'm just making my stenciling follow where the gloss spray is and pushing some of that gloss spray into the background. I'm going in with my favourite pink and permanent red violet light from Amsterdam Acrylic, and I'm using the Done Is Better stencil here. Just to add a little bit of text. Now this doesn't show up brilliantly on the camera, but the pink did act as quite a nice pop of colour on this page. So again, just adding 3 areas of stenciling here, top in the middle and at the bottom, and just overlapping where my other stenciling was. And I had a bit of paint left over, so I'm just adding a few splatters as well, using my little fan brush. You can see that really sets off that little bit of stenciling too. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz stamping platform, and I'm going to be playing with Dina's new stamp set called Perforated Tags, and I am popping them onto there, and then I'm going to stick them to the open lid of the stamping platform, ink them up using some black archival ink, and then I'm going to stamp them onto this white cardstock. One of the great things about this stamping platform, you can see there it didn't stamp quite properly. You can go straight back in and stamp it again and know that it's going to be in exactly the same place. So then I'm using the squared stamp set as well. I'm going to be stamping these images from these stamps onto the perforated tag images that I've just stamped onto the cardstock. So I'm using some washi tape. Now I have stuck it to my top to get rid of a little bit of the excess stickiness before I'm sticking it onto the cardstock, because when I lift it I don't want it to pull any of the layers of cardstock away. So that's a little tip that you can use just to get rid of some of the stickiness before you stick it onto your work, if you're just wanting to use it to mask off areas. So I'm doing this so that then when I stamp my image in there, it is just in the centre of the perforated tag stamp and not overlapping anywhere else. So then I'm inking it up using the black archival ink, and I'm kind of guessing where this is going to go. This was quite tricky. It was just a case of, well, we just get whatever we get here. I'm trying to work out there roughly where the tag hole was. It didn't really matter though. So then just giving it a good stamp, and you can see it's gone onto the washi tape, but that doesn't matter because I can lift it, and then I'm just reusing it for my other tags. And you could just as easily do this with pieces of scrap paper and just lay them at the side to mask off the area where you don't want your stamping to go. But at least with the washi tape, you kind of know it's not going to move. So again, going in with this image from the squared stamp set and stamping it onto this perforated tag. Okay, so then again, just reusing the washi tape and going in with a smaller stamp to fit in this little perforated tag stamp that's from one of the new stamp sets. Again, using the black archival ink. And you can see this is working quite well. I was quite pleased with how these were coming out. I'm going to just have 3 of these with faces in. I'm going to use them as my focal images on the page. So stamping it in place, and just get rid of the washi tape, cut them out, and there they are. So they work quite well as a contrast against the dark of the black gloss spray. I'm going to be arranging these on the page to colour in the cheeks using a bit of scribble stick. I think this is in the colour fuchsia, and just using a water brush to activate that, just to give those cheeks a little bit of colour. Then I'm just punching the tag hole in the top of the tags. So I'm punching these holes into the top of the tags because I'm going to add a little eyelet at the top, just a metal one, just as a bit of a feature on the tags too. Okay, so once those are done, with the little eyelets on each of the tags, I'm then just working out where I want these to go. I'm going to use my double-sided tape gun to stick these in place, and try and arrange them kind of following where the gloss spray and stenciling has gone down my page. Once those are all stuck in place, I'm just going in adding some white dots onto my page as well, using my Posca pen, just to kind of help blend those images into the page, and also just to kind of blend the stenciling as well. Okay, so here I'm using some stamps from Tim Holtz. They're the Noteworthy stamp set, and I'm going to be using 3 of the sentences to make one sentence. Does that make sense? You'll kind of see what I've done here. I've used the word to from one of another sentence to kind of join two of my sentences together. And then I'm going to cut these up and stick them onto my page, so that the quote kind of flows down the page. So this is quite a simple page, really. It's quite an easy background to create using that gloss spray. I think the only tip I would give about using the gloss sprays is, if you don't want to have to do tons and tons of layers, is to add some clear gesso onto your page first, so that the colours, the colour stays pretty true, and it doesn't sink into the very thirsty craft paper. So I'm just using some clear glue to stick those tiny words in place. Give yourself permission to own your dreams. And there we go. That is the finished page. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I used the perforated tag stamp set from Dina Wakley. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.